This for me is probably one of the most exciting heirlooms of your family, the Sandwich family, that I've been able to really retrieve. I mean, I thank you to one of our patrons who really put us on this, and I was really nervous. So what happened, everybody, is one of our patrons told us about this and said, I'm not sure if this is part of your family, but you might want to look at this. And I said, oh my gosh, we have 6 of these somewhere else. And we didn't have the full set. They were sold probably at the 1957 content sale that your grandfather held in 1957 when the family house was sold as well. And these ended up in Canada. And it took a lot. Anyway, we won the auction, which was a miracle.
Okay, we're winning. We're winning. Come on.
Winning.
Fair warning.
Fair warning. Oh my God, did we win it?
Fair warning.
Please,
Fair warning.
Please let us win
This is
it.
exciting.
Oh my gosh. Fair warning. Come on.
But we don't really know what we're going to discover. So this is a kind of unwrapping of a lost
Yeah,
treasure.
of a real
So I've got a
lost
knife, and I'm going to cut through the top here. Look, it says Border Force.
It took me,
on the top.
you have no idea, so much red tape to get this
Did
sent
it?
from Canada. I kid you not.
But we had that really exciting moment where we won the auction.
It was so exciting. It was.
And-
I was like screaming.
And finally,
I was screaming.
these have arrived.
Oh my gosh, and it's the original box. By the way, it said it was the original box. So, no, take the whole box out.
We'll take the box
Yeah,
out.
yeah, the box. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's get that off. And here is the
Okay,
box.
here's the box. Wow.
And inside,
I'm nervous.
we
Oh my
have
gosh.
some things. Look at that.
We do have some things.
So that looks like it refers to a much earlier sale.
So will you read that? That's
6 goblets of John Montague for £25.
well. Here's this. There's more. There's more.
more?
Everybody. Oh no. This is it. This is it. Here, I get nervous.
Okay.
When it's so fragile. Here.
I think this is a certification. It's from the same antiques dealer, W.H. Burnett in London.
Yeah,
etc.
I'm fascinated by it. He's like putting it away like it's just
Yeah,
amazing.
I can't pretend to be as fascinated as you. Right, here we go. Oh look, here are the goblets. You're looking
I know.
at that, but
Oh yeah, here they are. Oh my gosh! Wow, they need to be cleaned.
They definitely need a bit of a clean, and I think we can safely say that this carrying case is not from the 1700s.
No, but that's okay.
But-
They safely arrived and they're not broken.
But they have JMS, and they have the carving, the engraving of the coat of arms
Yep.
on the side.
And JMS stands for obviously John Sandwich, the 4th Earl of Sandwich.
So put those on there. But the
Have we-
exciting thing is we've already got 6 of these, and it's been so frustrating because when you have a dinner party of more than 6 people, we've never had enough glasses. So some people have to have odd glasses. With these and the existing 6, that means we will have 12.
We will have 12. Do you
So
want to bring those
I'm
out?
going to bring out a couple of the other ones, and we'll have to compare them.
Right, and while he's away, I do find this actually really fascinating because what it does is it talks about Sandwich, like why the Earl of Sandwich was named the Earl of Sandwich, and it talks about that it was once a navigable channel for ships bound for London, made it a famous port in the time of the Saxons, who probably settled here when the sea receded from the Roman part. It talks about the king, Edward the Confessor. This is fantastic. Sandwich. And then it says here that John Montague, the 4th Earl of Sandwich, sorry. Can I just read this really quickly?
No, this is not interesting.
It is
No,
so
it's not
interesting. If
Not
you,
interesting. You can just tap it into Wikipedia. You'll find the same thing. That's not interesting.
so
This is interesting. Right, here we go. We've got 2 glasses from the glass cabinet here at Mapperton over here. And we've got 2 glasses next to them that have just arrived from Canada. And the question is, are they the same?
well, I really hope
think-
so.
I think there is no question but that they are identical. They were produced at exactly the same time.
For the 4th Earl of Sandwich.
But they need a really good clean. What I think we need to do is clean one of these and see what it looks like. So I might just go next door.
Okay.
And
Right. So while he does that, I am so excited about this. I loved this.
so look, Julie.
Yes, yes.
I've now cleaned this glass.
take that sticker off.
I'm getting quite frightened of dropping it because it's a bit slippery.
Oh.
And we can't take the sticker off yet, but if I put that next to the one there, can you tell the difference?
I can't. They look exactly the
Isn't
same.
it brilliant that we've now got 12
12!
of these? We can
Yay!
have 12 people to dinner.
No, for Christmas, we are having 12 of us for
Right.
Christmas.
We can have
this will be the first time for
12
Christmas
family members.
that we are going to have
for
a full
Christmas.
set.
I know, it's going to be so exciting.
Oh my gosh, it's so exciting.
Only a few months ago, we'd cleared all of this out.
I know,
But
I know.
such is the nature of Mapperton that things just arrive. And as I look around, I'm noticing a few things of yours.
Well, no,
It's
I
become
ordered-
another dumping
No,
ground.
so I ordered these. It's not dumping. These are to upstairs. You just threw things up there like they're old, all the children's old clothes that I like to say, baby clothes. So I have proper storage for clothing. And then I've got these big tubs, and I can see that Emma has gone through.
What's this got in it?
Well, I don't know. This stuff, she said, I hope you don't want any of it because she's taking it to her flat in London.
Do you know what? I think these
Oh
are...
my gosh!
These are my old mugs.
Yes. Well, she's taking them.
Well, I know, but
No, it's okay.
This is a Vietri.
It's not,
Well,
it's
it's
not
sort of equivalent. It's an Italian.
Okay,
really
no,
lovely
she can have
Italian.
it. Right, she can have those.
I remembered that from when I was a,
Great, well,
a
it's-
bachelor in my 20s.
Okay, great.
Used to have
Well,
my-
then
my
perfect. She
coffee.
can have those because she's a bachelorette. So perfect.
Oh, that's quite a nice bowl.
Well,
Oh,
that-
there's my knives.
Okay,
That is a good knife.
okay, sweetie. Let's just put that down.
Just want to see if it's sharp.
No, she'll have to sharpen them. They don't have any of this. I'm not going to show him anymore. This is great.
And these bowls as well.
Right, they're going
These
to.
were,
It's going to
I
stay.
think I had these in New York actually.
Great.
They,
This is great. What she has.
brilliant. Well, this is all
This
the
is
area
perfect.
that will get
Bring this
cleared
back.
out, and then all of these horse boxes will, well, they'll be restored. They won't be repainted, because one of the wonderful things about the North Stable block is the patina. It's the impact of humans over the centuries. One of the things I love most is this door, because if you look at this door, you can see somebody like playing a lot of darts. In fact,
Look
it's
what I
always
found.
interesting, isn't it? Because here's the triple 20 here, thousands of darts being played.
What about
over
this old
decades.
wallpaper?
Julie's not really interested in darts. It's a bit of a
No,
British
but I
game.
found some old wallpaper here. What about this?
Do you play darts in America?
Yeah, of course we do.
I'm not sure you
Very
do.
good.
Skittles, maybe.
I've never heard of that. Those
Oh,
are
no,
the
what
type of
you
candy.
do-
Look at this. What do we think of this wallpaper?
Again,
There's a big spider. There's a big spider. There's a big spider. There's a big spider. Okay. Okay.
and
Let's,
interestingly, that I think
is a what?
is a
Funnel
tube
web.
web spider. So it is actually one that can give you a nasty bite. So
Really?
you were quite lucky there.
Oh, okay.
Near miss.
Just in case the family's
Julie's
on there.
She's just been in Kenya, where people have been stung by scorpions, and you've had sort
Not
of,
people,
you've
one
had-
person. It's
Well,
fine.
I know, but we've got
Because
deadly
it's
creatures here
story
as well.
to tell. Okay, up we go.
Up we go.
Okay.
I'll
By the way,
follow
be
you.
careful, everybody. The bars that go across.
And also
you'll
the
hit your head.
boards, because you can easily just fall through the floor.
But
And
the
you can-
bars in particular
there's-
up above,
there's
you'll
all
hit your
kinds
head.
of dangerous things. We need to sign a little
The
disclaimer.
bars.
Up we go.
I've hit my head so many times.
Okay, let's go.
I bet you're going to hit your head because you're not listening.
I'm not listening now.
No, these bars right
I know
here.
about these bars.
Careful with the bars.
Well, and careful of this top step, because it's literally about to give
Okay,
way.
great.
I don't think this is the safest building to be walking around.
So this
and
is,
it
I've made
really-
some inroads. Careful with the bar.
So we had a structural engineer come in as part of the project to look at these, and they were probably put in at great expense, I don't know, 50 years ago, and apparently they do absolutely nothing.
Oh.
Inroads implies kind of organisation
Yes.
and tidiness.
That's right.
And this doesn't look very organised or tidy.
It's not because all the stuff has been thrown up here. But for example, I started to put them rather than cardboard boxes that are clearly have the children's
So
school
look,
stuff.
this is all our old
Look at
old
this.
stuff. This is Nesta.
Look at, and here's Nestor,
And he
and
made a
all
little
of them.
box.
No, and they wrote on here. This is when they were little. It's from all of them. The reason it's so special is just for you from us. Whenever you are lonely or feel a little blue, you only have to hold this gift to know we think of you. You should never unwrap it, leave the ribbon tied. Just hold the box close to your heart. It's filled with love inside. William, Emma, Nestor, and Jack.
Wow.
I know. And I
I
have
think with most of the help from Emma, I suspect. At
love
that
Jack,
stage.
love William,
Sounds more Emma.
love
Sounds more
Nestor.
Emma than the boys, if I'm honest.
Emma.
Oh look, here's
Anyway.
something rather fun.
I think that's really lovely. So I've got to close this up.
Here you go, sweetie. Do you remember
Hold on.
we had a Mexican party?
I do remember that. I don't
And
know
if you
why.
stand up,
Well, I can't because I'm trying to lock
no,
this.
just stand up for a second, because I just want to.
No, I think it's
give
dirty.
You,
I
no,
don't.
it's not dirty. It's
I
not
think it
dirty at
is.
all. Just,
I-
come on,
no,
let's,
no,
let's just
no,
sit.
no. There's like
He's
going
not
to be a
prepared.
spider in there. I don't want that on me.
There's no
Not-
spider.
You don't know that. Please don't put it on me.
I think these are magnificent. We need a mariachi band. Maybe that's the thing for Mapperton to celebrate somebody's birthday. Jack's got a party coming. Maybe he'd be up for that. It's always good to try and
Maybe.
reuse these things. But anyway, this is the stuff
so-
of our life
Yeah.
sprawled
No,
across
I'm
this
trying
floor.
to organize it
And
now.
Julie's doing an absolutely fabulous
am.
job. As
No.
you look up, you can see light coming through various cracks.
And windows. There's actually
and
windows
where
up
light comes, water follows, which unfortunately means that it's a little damp in here, which is why a lot of these
Damp.
boxes,
Which I'm going to be taking them now down to the cellar, the ones that I want to save.
which is
in that
why
little room.
we need to do this. This will all
Exactly.
be an insulated
stuff.
area.
I mean, it's
with-
kind of crazy. I remember that rocking horse, though. Don't you remember that? We got that at Lots Road auction house. That
Did we?
rocking horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That is a
actually,
good rocking
it's
horse.
too much for me. There's so much to do up here. I feel overwhelmed. So I'm going to leave and,
Okay.
and just
Okay.
let Julie get on with it. Thanks so much for. Oh, and look out for this plank here. That one's really going. You'll find yourself in the manger down below.
Luke, why
But
is this
apparently they do.
300-year-old chair in here
I don't know,
with a?
but there it is. It's holding onto a hose, which is an important thing to do. Anyway,
Okay. Well, what are we going to do? We need to restore this
well,
chair.
there's so much to do. So
So, but when? I mean, this is a huge project to clear this all out. So when are you thinking of doing this, and how? How is this going to
I
happen?
think if you started today, in about a year's time, we might just about have cleared stuff out of here. No, seriously.
No.
So this project is a huge project. These buildings are Grade 1 listed, which means that they're of very significant architectural importance.
They're of exceptional historical.
Yeah,
importance.
and so we're hoping to get a grant because for this project here, which includes putting in a new floor, insulating,
The roof, you
running
can
all of the
see.
services, moving these windows to the other end of the building, we were looking at over £500,000
Okay,
for the
that's not
whole
gonna happen.
project. So I think on the list of Mapperton projects that are affordable now,
It's way down the list.
it's kind of
It's not
going
even.
down to.
Yeah.
But it might be possible for us to get a grant.
Okay.
But I think we would, over time, love to do this project because it's one of the most important buildings and it urgently
Yes, it
needs
does. It does.
it needs restoration and it needs a new purpose. And as an exhibition space and office, I think it's the perfect combination.
I do too. I agree. Well, fingers crossed. I'm going to go over here and sort of.
I'll
Look through
I'll
some more
leave you
bits.
to start the project and I shall
Ha ha ha.
head off and do something else.
What?
Really, can't manage. Going
No.
back down again.
Oh my
I'll
gosh.
leave you to it.
This is.
Bye.
honestly- Oh my gosh, my old bread maker. There's my old. Look at these toys that these kids had. Am I really going to save these? It's like it still works. It still works. Hilarious. Well, you might be asking where I am right now, and where am I, Chris?
You're in the editing suite with me.
I am in the editing suite. I'm going to tell you why. We are not editing, although you've been editing earlier. There's something about Chris that when we were interviewing you, which I learned and I was like, oh my gosh, I really hope he accepts the job. Not only because Chris is amazing at filming and editing, but also is your father owns an auction house. And if you know me, I love everything secondhand, vintage. We're watching live. So I have looked through, this is once a month, I've looked through the catalog, and there are several things I'd like to bid on for furniture for Keeper's Cottage, and also for a room in the house here at Mapperton called the Victorian bedroom. And then with the refurbishment of the muniment room, there is a Queen Anne chair that I'd like to have for my guests, for my desk chair, and have it reupholstered. So first one we want to look at is 518. So we're going to show you this.
518.
Look at that. So can we tell everybody what's the starting sort of bid on that?
I think it's only estimated at 10 to 20 pound. So typically you start about 60% of your estimates.
Right. Probably it'll go for around 50. Do you think?
I mean, if it goes for 50, I think they'd be very happy. You know?
Okay. Okay, great. So that's one that we're looking for. And then 561. So again, this is an amazing chest of drawers to go into Keeper's Cottage. And we can sort of, these little bits here we'll be able to restore. I can ask, and this is perfect for Keeper's Cottage. I think it's lovely.
652.
I love this. And when Chris and I were looking today, I was like, this would be perfect. So this is the Victorian sewing box. And I think it'll be just nice to put on top of one of the small, there's a little table in the Victorian bedroom.
Yeah.
So these are for Keeper's Cottage again. And if you notice kind of the way that Malcolm likes to, I think it's very English as well, sort of design a room, you'll always have sort of a chair over there and a chair
In a corner.
in a corner,
Yeah,
in a corner. It's very British, isn't it?
Yeah,
It is
country-
very,
country
yeah,
houses
country
and stuff.
houses. So these two chairs we really like. We also like the middle chair as well, but we like these two chairs, and they can go in one sort of bedroom in Keeper's. And then lastly, we have this one I really want to get, 742.
742.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, oh my, so everybody look at this. We've measured it. It's perfect. It's Queen Anne, so it's from that period. Queen Anne, it's beautifully carved. We can reupholster this, so we would absolutely reupholster this with some fabric that Malcolm has actually shown. Fingers crossed, everybody.
Let's see what we get.
See what we get. All right, everybody, you might recognize the last name because the person holding the camera right now is Chris Atkins. And this is his father's wonderful auction house. And you remember, Chris and I were in the edit suite and we were bidding. I was bidding on bits that I need for Keeper's Cottage in order to furnish it. So I'm here to collect all of those bits that I was successful on. Let's go have a look because it looks pretty amazing. And everybody knows I love secondhand everything. So now I'm with Chris's dad.
Hi.
So do you want to say hi to everybody here?
Hello, everyone.
Now, okay, explain to me here, and I'm picking up my bits,
Yep.
but you've just finished the auction. It's once a month, is that right?
Yeah, we have one a month normally around the end of each month on a Friday. It's always on a Friday. So we're now clearing out all the bits from there.
Yeah, I'm picking
we're
mine up.
getting new bits in. So,
Okay.
So we have it all set out here so people can come in and sit down.
Yes.
This is the rostrum. So
Oh.
I do some
You do
of
some.
the auctioneering.
Okay, fantastic.
And then we start in the jewellery cabinets after you.
Yep.
Then we go to toys. We have all this section set up for toys.
Yes.
And we then go around the toys and then come into the main room
Okay.
and then just travel up the room and
Incredible.
it's,
Wow.
it's great fun.
It's
It's great
so
fun.
fun. Proper.
Okay, so we've got a small little stool,
Yes.
bobbin turned, very sweet, and you get a free mirror with it.
Oh my goodness. It's perfect.
That's just very sweet.
It is really sweet. My idea, everybody, is this can kind of just go in a corner room and you could put even a planter on it or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
532,
Yes.
which is this.
This.
Now this needs some work,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just beautiful.
I cannot believe I got that. I'm either going to put it in the monument room if there's room, and it's on wheels, and I can sort of put letters on here and stuff down there, or it might go into what we call the Victorian room in the house, and I might put it in there. So, not sure.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
No problem at all. And then your next one is
Yes.
this chest of drawers, which
Yep.
is a lovely chest of drawers,
Yep.
beautiful front.
Perfect front. This was absolutely amazing. And this, everybody, is going into Keeper's Cottage. So this is going to go into a cottage that we're restoring on the estate. All right?
No problems at all.
Fantastic. That is perfect. So this, everybody, is going to go into the...
Let me take that mirror from you.
Oh, thanks. This is perfect. This is going to go into the Victorian room, and I'll do a little bit of cleaning around it and everything, but it's a Victorian sewing box, and I just think it's nice just to put it, in the room, and it's got that little sort of mother of pearl on there. Yeah. Okay, great. Oh, they're perfect.
So they're not matching, but they're matched.
No, that's
so
okay.
they look good together.
So, but these two seem to be matching.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
these, what we really wanted, which was, and what did I got a good deal on these, didn't I?
They were, a
50
good price.
quid. So these two are going to go into Keepers, and they'll go into a room, 101. This is very country look, so we're happy, country cottage look.
And your last one is the
No.
that,
No.
which I think is beautiful.
Oh my gosh, it's so perfect.
Love the
Oh my gosh,
carving
it's
on it.
so perfect.
Carving's really good, quite deep carving.
It's
so
so
pad foot.
perfect. Oh my goodness. So everybody, this is going to be my desk chair in the monument room, and I'm going to have this recovered, so that will be easily to be recovered. I'm probably going to do it myself. I'm going to put red velvet on it, and then I can
Lovely.
staple back it. All right, brilliant. Oh, I've got to pay
This
too.
is a lovely chair. Well, yes, there is that.
Here it is. This is it, everybody. This is it, everybody.
Do we
This
know,
is
do you
it.
know what it means?
Well, we do know because we bid on it. Okay, hold on, there's paper around it, paper. Hold on, let me just get it's wrapped very well. Here is so what we have is a gilt wood wall mask with sticker purportedly from Hinchingbrook together with a porcelain
Go for it.
giardiniere decorated. That sounded Italian, didn't it? Yeah.
Jardiniere.
It's French, I know, because my Italian
Yeah.
lessons. Decorated with a jester and other figures. Okay, all right.
Julie
Is obsessed with this stuff.
She's obsessed with stuff, but she's got a little thing going on the internet whereby anytime the word Hinchingbrook comes up, she gets a notification.
I do.
So if you've got anything you want to sell, just get a little sticker, write Hinchingbrook on it.
Very funny.
Stick it on and put it on the internet,
No,
and she's
wrong.
bound to buy it.
Wrong.
That's
Okay,
just-
here it is. Okay, this is one. You hold that, and then we'll show everybody. There's that. Hold on. That's the giltwood frame or the giltwood mask, and then here's the
Try it again.
The-
Go on.
giardiniere.
No. Jardiniere.
Giardiniere, because I'm doing Italian. Okay. Let me
Yeah.
just put this down over
Right.
here.
This is a very toothy chap.
Okay, it does. I see it. I see it. See, it says from Hinchingbrook. Now, he usually is the expert with this stuff. I am going to talk to Paula.
Wait. I can see from Hinchingbrook, and I got to be honest, that the writing does look as though it might date back 100 years. It's got a little sticker on it with a kind of frilly edge. It's also got woodworm.
So it's been around a while.
So, and the woodworm is very dead woodworm, and it feels like it could be a piece of oak or something. So I'd say there is a chance that this is from Hinchingbrook, but I think you need to talk to Paula and see if she
So
can
Paula,
come up
just
with
so
some-
everybody's aware, is obviously the house and the gardens are open to the public. We mentioned earlier we get about 20,000 visitors a year.
Yeah, Paula's our visitor manager.
Yeah.
So she looks after all the visitors who come here, but she also knows a huge amount about the Montague collection, and she's a
Archives, yeah.
historian, and she's going to be able to look at this, I think, and give her expert opinion as to whether you've been had or whether
No, I
this-
haven't. I haven't.
Yeah.
20 pounds.
No, let's look at the vase, the jardiniere, because this has got some really interesting figures on it. We've got a minstrel. We've got a chap with bagpipes. We've got a scarecrow. We've got a jester. We've got a sort of village fool. And it looks like
the
Nelson,
Pied Piper.
Like Nelson. No,
Like
not,
Nelson,
not,
right.
not the Pied Piper. There's a dog bringing something, a bird to a hunter. So again, these are all classic figures, representations that might well have come from that period or before. And on the bottom it says 20 out of
10
or
out
10
of
out
30.
of 30. So it was a run of 30 of these. But
the
can I just say
comments
one
on.
thing?
Yes.
20 quid was a good price to pay. Except it wasn't 20 quid.
It was.
Because
20
when you look
quid.
at the detail
It
of
was
the
20
invoice,
quid, everybody.
you realise that it was 20
20
pounds
quid.
plus the VAT,
Okay.
plus the hammer price for the auctioneer,
Okay.
plus the delivery,
Okay.
and you get to £62.96.
It's still worth it, everybody.
It's not
It's
quite
still-
the bargain that you claimed it was,
Well, okay.
but I still think for £62.96, she hasn't done
good.
badly.
All right, everybody, I am on my way to collect the 17th century painting of the first Earl of Sandwich, and through amazing fundraising for really the redecoration, refurbishment of the Monument Room, and also the incredible donations for the digitizing solutions, the archive supplies, the storage, we've been able to raise an incredible amount, and part of that fundraising effort was this painting that happened to come up in the middle of my fundraising. So I then increased the fundraising because it's an important painting, and I thought it would be fantastic to hang it in the Monument Room of the first Earl, because he is, of course, the founding father of the Sandwich family, and without him, I wouldn't have the archives of Alberta's letters. So it's just like wonderful, and I can't believe I was successful. I'm just about to go pick it up right now. And it's one of those feelings that it's just an overwhelming feeling of happiness and, of course, of gratitude for all the kindness and generosity that's been shown. So off I go to the auction house. Here we are. Oh goodness, I'm actually quite nervous. I don't know why, but I am quite nervous. Okay, there he is. Got him back. So exciting. All right, they have packaged it up, and he is going to bring it down to me because I kind of had to park a little bit far away. He's going to bring it down to me and put it in my car. I can't believe it. I'm so excited. All right, we're putting it in. It's so exciting. That is brilliant. First Earl of Sandwich is coming back home.
There we are. All right.
Right in here, everybody. There he is, the first Earl. Wrapped up, as he should be. This is going to go straight, I'm actually quite nervous because I haven't held it yet. This is going to go straight into the Monument Room. Just gonna be super careful here, everybody. One second. So yeah, I've got to it's sort of, there we go. Okay, I just get super nervous. And okay, there we go. I'm gonna hold it this way. Hold on, everybody. Okay, it's gonna go, here we go, straight into the Monument Room right now. So straight into the Monument Room. I'm super nervous. Okay, there we go. I'm holding it from the bottom. Okay, we've done it, everybody. We have done it. All right, I've switched it around. So I'm holding the back now. and heading into the muniment room. So the question is, you can see there's another picture in here that will not be hung in here. But I do think that probably the safest place to put him right now that he's wrapped up is here. Is definitely here now. And ta-da! Here he is, everybody. I'm gonna put him back in the bubble wrap, but the Earl of Sandwich by Sir Peter Lely-Wolds, actually after, but it is 17th century picture, and it's mighty fine. And I think the plan is that he is, we thought for a nanosecond that he could be above sort of the mantelpiece here, but that is not going to happen. He's too big. So he is going to go right here because it's too big there. He will go right here, and we might do something above there, although it's quite high, I'm not sure, but he will definitely go there. So thank you all so much. The donations have been incredible. The only way we were able to get this picture back is because of the incredible donations that we've received through my fundraising drive. And wow, I'm just so excited to redo this entire room, which will start very, very soon. And I can't wait to show you the paint colors that we'll be choosing. I have to choose those, but Malcolm's going to do some paint boards for me. And we know what bookcases are going and which ones are staying. And it's going to be super, super smart. So thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. This is absolutely incredible. All right, everybody, today is an exciting day because my mother-in-law is on camera. And
again.
So many of you love seeing her and you've asked for more of her. So here she is. And we've got some pictures to discuss. And this is not my speciality. This is definitely yours on where to put them in the house.
Okay. Yeah, but actually, where you put the pictures has got to be where it suits you and Luke. I mean, it's the next generation. I did what I thought was right in the house. Well, I did what I thought was more or less right. Should we turn it right way up?
Yeah,
so we can actually see it.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Oops.
Okay. Okay. Where do you want it? Here.
There.
The thing.
Just in the same place. But
Okay,
at
here.
least we can look at her properly.
Okay, yeah.
Mind you, it doesn't make much difference.
There we go. So I think it's worth explaining to everybody how the Montague family, is related to Samuel Pepys, the great diarist.
Yep.
And that is, he was the nephew of Edward Montague,
I have
the
to tell
first
you,
Earl.
Julie, and I have to tell all the listeners to this programme that I am absolutely hopeless on who was married to who and when they were married to whatever. So I'm not the person to talk to about that. I'm quite good on the pictures and anything else, but you know, who married who is not my drop.
Well, okay, and actually, to be fair, it doesn't necessarily really matter. All we know is that this
She's Paulina
Pups.
Yeah, she's Paulina, really important.
Who was
Yep.
the first Earl's, Edward Montague's mother.
That's right. And Edward Montague, by the way, was born in 1625.
Yes,
Because
that's
we
right.
all know that number because it relates to various things on the estate.
That's exactly right. And this painting was done, well, it says 1626, so the year after. So she had given birth to Edward.
No wonder she's looking so sickly.
Yes, she is. It's quite a scary,
dark
portrait,
yes,
but I want to hang it.
Of course you do. But I think what's happened probably is that the picture's lost a bit of colour there and there, possibly in her face as well. And it would be interesting to see what little bits would be like if they were cleaned. I have to say that it's very static. She really isn't moving. And she's quite rightly holding a prayer book. Given the Montague family, it's quite a good thing to do.
Right.
Her head, of course, is very small. And if you look at where her shoulders are, which are there, her neck would have been really long.
Right, right. I mean, I quite like her dress.
Her dress is much better than her face.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Well, so I thought we should probably hang this because she's the mother of the first Earl of Sandwich. So but we want to hang her, I think, in the hall is what we discussed because that's where the first
and
Earl
actually, we
is.
discussed hanging her where there's a picture of one of the Watsons from Rockingham, who were well, not even cousins actually. They were friends of the Montagues, and I think she'd go there. Personally, I mean, since we're being quite frank about these things, I wouldn't want her to put her too so much in the limelight because I really don't think she's a good picture.
No.
And she will look even worse against Jemima, first Countess.
Yeah, okay, I'll put her far away.
It's not good now because she's been so restored, but she's still a good picture.
Right, okay. Okay, well, at least she'll be in the same room with family members, with her daughter-in-law and her son.
Yep.
Okay. Second is, as we've redecorated the library and during the new up-and-coming American Heiress exhibition that we'll be putting on the walls, I'm going to be putting bits of Alberta and Hinchingbrooke. Now, this painting by Hogarth used to be in the library. But you've thought of a really good place because this is a good painting, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a wonderful painting. It's one of the very good paintings in the house.
Right.
It's, yeah.
So we don't just want it sitting in a room.
No, of course not. And Hogarths are always good, but Hogarths of children are really good. Look at the way he's almost coming out of the frame. He's so alive. His face is coming out to talk to us. Little boy, poor little boy, died aged 8.
Yes.
Absolutely lovely.
And
wonderful picture.
Am I right in saying that he was the son of the 4th Earl of Sandwich and Dorothy Fane,
yes,
the 4th's wife? But she lost a lot of children, didn't she? Or something like that.
She produced a lot of children, and at the time, of course, everybody lost children, so she lost children too.
Right. And this is one of them.
Yep.
So yes,
She was. They had a very happy life at Hinchingbrooke for years, and then it sort of didn't work out.
Right.
She lost children.
Right. That
But
might
think
have
of
something to do with
losing that little boy.
I know.
That lively, happy face, looking out at the world.
Yes. No. It's a lovely picture. So where do you think this should go?
Drawing room.
Drawing room, which is where the 4th Earl is. So there he'd be with his father.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're trying to put family members together
in the right centuries.
In the right centuries, exactly. Okay, so I will get onto that at some point.
I think we also said that it should go beside the Samuel Scott.
Yes.
Okay, on the right-hand side probably. And then we've got to find one to go on the left-hand side. Actually, that would do. Wouldn't look bad.
Okay.
Because it's got such a smart frame. And Julie, all you need to do is get little tiny bits of, well, what we should do is do it with proper gilding, but actually we could do it with that gold paint that you can buy, and black and gold.
Oh, we could get that gold leaf and then put it here. Okay, so that's a good idea. So this is Charles II, and it would be fine in that room, yes?
Yes, I think he'd look fine. And he'd be able to glower at all his forebears.
Right, exactly. Okay, all right, well we've got that sorted out, so we'll sort of change that around. All right.
I think that ought to go down again somewhere. So wonderful.
Yeah, I'm going to put this back in the library for the exhibition, probably somewhere in a corner. So that will go down, definitely. And this one though, will it need to be hung with chains though?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there are chains in this house. I just don't. Well, don't think it needs to. I think you could use this as, after all, 4 lots of wire. I think that'd be all right.
On the panel, fine. So who should I get? Raymond for this?
Yes. If you like to get me there at the same time.
Well, no, I would do that.
Just for height and things. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Okay, all right. I might have to give her a measure just to make sure she fits in that spot.
Yes, must.
Yep.
Must.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Anything more?
I think that's it for now, but obviously there's lots more pictures here that I brought back from Hinchingbrooke that we need to go through at some point.
Yes. Yep.
So we'll talk about
But
this
I'd
later.
like to do a series on the pictures with you, Julie, because I think we could have fun.
Yeah, no, I agree. Who would like that? Comment down below. And then we'll do a video around that as well. She's okay like
why
this?
on earth are her eyes looking that way? Why is she looking that way?
I don't
Why is she facing this way and looking that way?
Yeah, you can't even really get her to look at you.
No, you certainly can't.
I see a bathtub. Listen, I'm in charge of the budget. I'm project manager. I went to the bathroom shop in Bridport and want to get a good English looking bathroom.
This is the bathtub.
No, it's not the bathtub. That one's broken on the side.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for
No.
upcycling, recycling.
No. It's not the one I was looking at.
Reusing.
It's not,
But
no.
I think that one is past
So,
it.
follow me. There
I
are,
think if you got into that bath,
no.
it would leak.
But here it is. So everybody, here is, I thought, a perfectly good, I'm serious here, a perfectly good, and this sink right here, yeah, nice taps,
Let's look at
and
it.
then
Let's look at it in
the
the light over
pedestals
here.
there.
Here we go. Come on, let's look at it over here. It's got original taps. It's got a wonderful overflow,
Yeah.
and I want this for our bathroom.
What?
Yeah,
What?
this is so nice.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I did something so good! I found this! I'm so happy! What?
This is so much nicer than the sink in our bathroom.
Okay.
You know, I haven't been in this barn for a while, but it might be a rather wonderful place to convert into more accommodation for people coming to stay.
Like
But
that.
in the meantime,
Baths.
it's worth noticing
Okay.
that we have
Here
some fantastic gates here. Now, do you know about these gates?
no, here he goes again.
I think people will be interested in these gates
Okay.
because not that long ago at Mapperton, we had a famous movie made here called Far From the Madding Crowd, starring Carrie Mulligan. And these gates were constructed
No.
as part of the set.
Okay, it's a good story this time.
And they're always good stories. My mother insisted that when they left us the gates. Now the problem with them is that they're not strong enough really to be used as proper gates. So they're sitting here. But maybe they could feature
Yeah.
somewhere at some
Maybe.
point. Oh God, now stuck
hand.
my hand. Yeah.
Okay, 2 baths right here. And I think,
I think the only way to really know whether these are going to work is to get in them.
okay, so my preference would be this tub. So it is a bit dirty. It's like his and her bathtubs.
Well, in order to pick one, we have to get in both of them.
Okay.
So shall I give you my impressions of this one now that I'm in it?
Yes.
If I lean back here, I would say this is a good length.
Okay.
I would say that this could pretty much cover me in the bath. I can even get my feet up. I can imagine a good book on a little shelf
Okay.
and a lot of comfort. But more important than that, when I got in here, I don't know if you can hear, that is the sound of some solid cast iron.
Oh.
So this is an older bath, much better made than the kind of cheaper, thinner plastic tin stuff you get today. And there's another way that we can tell, which is by looking at the taps.
Well,
Because-
I like the taps. I
Because
thought the
look
taps were
at
great.
these magnificent taps.
See?
The only thing
Yes?
letting the bath down
No.
is that it's got a modern
Okay,
plastic
fine.
plug.
I thought you were going to tell me.
But other than that, I think this could be a perfect bath. So let's
But wait,
really bend
it's
our
caught-
knees, okay?
It's going to get caught on the back of that one. That super
This one is
super
super
light
light.
one. Okay.
Okay, and bend your knees.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. I got mine up. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. I'm so glad I found a bath.
So the first piece of furniture that we're going to look at is actually one that I know has quite a lot of interesting things in the drawers, and I think you might have seen before. And this is this wonderful Victorian cabinet, which belongs to my mother's family. So it comes from the Hayman side of our
I have
family.
seen it.
And this is a Victorian collector's
goodness.
cabinet, and it's got these absolutely extraordinarily well
Look at this.
drawers, and as you open them up, you start to realise that there are creatures. Oh, look at all of these beetles.
What? Did your grandfather
Well, no, this would be my great
mostly foreign
grandfather
collected
on
about
my-
100 years ago? So not 100 years ago, even more than that now.
So yes, these would be collected in the sort of 1850s, 1860s, which was the high point of oh, now I can't get that closed again. Anyway,
dear.
we're not going to be clearing out that drawer or these drawers. What have you
Look,
found
I've
here?
got fossil stones in here.
And look, you've got a wonderful fragment of newspaper. Here is
Oh my
an
goodness.
ammonite. So that is a lovely fragment of an ammonite.
I always try to look for like lost letters.
Yeah, well there might be some up here.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Look at
Oh,
this.
look at all the
Look at
cords.
this, look at this, look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at that beautiful
So here we have,
handwriting.
it
this.
says
Oh my
silicon
gosh.
fossil found in the West Indies.
Look at, there's
go.
more, there's more.
And this looks like a piece of lead, almost.
Oh, I found it, 1843. Hold my mug. So cold in here. 1843. I found it. That's what I look for. So this says rocks, the high something, but it does say October 1843.
1843.
There you go.
And look at that wonderful handwriting.
Oh, there's a letter. There's a letter. There's a letter.
Okay.
There's a letter. I've never opened this up before. Oh my goodness. Oh my
There's not
goodness.
just a letter. There's
Oh my God, there's chocolate almonds?
anybody fancy chocolate almonds?
Wait, I think there's some mints
from
over
the
here.
1840s.
Can we just spend all day
And
here?
look, this is
This is a jeweler. This says Goldsmith Jewelers.
okay. So Roundtree, which is a very famous British brand, selling chocolate almonds in York, founded 1838.
How if we look at this?
And that looks like somebody's old teeth.
It's not. It's not their old. It's
Are you
just
sure?
little. It's
Is
just
that-
no. It's not.
my
It's just
my
little stones.
Great grandfather's teeth.
But I did get excited because it said Goldsmiths Jewelers, who are.
which was a bit misleading because it's old teeth, or at least stones that look like teeth. But I don't think it's a letter. I think it's probably a sample, and it's going to be some very ancient hair.
What if it's hair?
There you go.
Oh my gosh!
That I think
What
I know
is
what that
that?
is. That is silk from a silk cocoon. I wouldn't touch it. No. You see, this is why.
This is why I don't do it. Do you understand that?
Things break.
Do you understand that?
You can't touch things and let off all,
But
all
this
of
needs
your
to be.
greasy hands on
Oh my
ancient
gosh!
pieces
This
of
needs.
silk.
Somebody needs to come in here, Luke,
Right.
and spring clean this. Anyway, this is not why we're here actually today.
Look
this
out,
is-
that one won't close.
See, he's broken it. This is why we don't open things. This is what happens.
Yeah.
Because things get broken. They're so old. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
This is why we don't do this. This is why I've lived here for so long and I've never done this. Okay.
That one's gone.
Oh. That didn't sound very good, but
Well, it's done. Right.
this is why we don't open things here.
Right. We're now coming into the drawing room where there are quite a few drawers. Of course, you might think that's why it's called the drawing room, but you'd be wrong because the drawing room stands for withdrawing room, where you would withdraw. So, nevertheless, let's have a look
There's some
and
drawers.
see.
And by the way, the ropes are up because we are now officially open to the public. And this is one of the rooms that's open to the public because it's a Tudor room. It's got the lovely ceiling. He's opening up drawers. I don't understand. See?
Oh, look, you see in here,
Look at what is that?
that is a nativity book of Siegfried Sassoon poems.
But this is the Montague sisters.
There we go. It's a single poem, Nativity, by Siegfried Sassoon. Perhaps, Julie, you'd like to read that?
No. I'm looking at this.
Okay, that's a catalogue from an exhibition. Here, I've never seen any of this before. This one is another one. Siegfried Sassoon, I think.
But what do
was
we
a
do
family
about
friend.
this? So that's the question.
There's all these little bits of,
Right,
like
so-
that. What is that piece of
and
string?
that's what I'm saying. Edward, 3rd Earl of Sandwich, English School.
Looks like a picture that may no longer be with us.
Oh, great.
Julie, what have you found here?
Well, I found the Mapperton records.
What are these?
Those are snaps, I'm sure.
No, they're not. They must have. I think they're for crafting.
Look at this.
The
I think
building
you
accounts
need
of the
that.
old rectory. Look at that, yeah. This tells us, going back to when the old rectory was built, which was about 1700, And it's got all of the accounts.
Look at how different the garden looks. Look at
Now,
that.
the interesting thing
Look
is,
at that.
the interesting thing is that we are getting a new Country Life article done at Mapperton quite soon. Did you know that?
Yes, because I'm going to be in
This
it.
is part 2, and that is how the drawing room was when my grandfather was here. Isn't that interesting? Amazing what we're finding.
Well,
put
but
these
we
carefully
need to
back.
file this though, Luke. Don't
Well,
you
I
think so?
know,
Rather
I
than
know.
sitting in a drawer.
I agree. It all needs sorting. Right, well, that's that. I think if we go over here, there are some more. Well, I've never looked in these drawers, ever. This could be an absolute revelation. Maybe there's something so valuable in here that we're going to be able to do all of the restoration projects that Julie wants to do. But instead, there's an old rag.
Okay.
Oh no, it's actually got a bit of embroidery on it.
Speaking of the restoration
So
projects.
look, come in here.
Yeah.
There's lots of bits of fabric, and then there are some letters under here.
Those aren't letters. Those are just business cards. What is? So speaking of, by the way, restoration projects.
You say it's not letters, but that's actually.
We just want to take a moment to thank our patrons who help really support not only this part of England's heritage, but they do help with a lot of the repairs here. In particular, the ongoing pool. So the pool is a big one. We were able to start the repairs of the pool because of our patrons. That is ongoing. That is a massive, massive project. And the more patrons we get, the more we're able to do things like, well, restoring the tapestries.
Well,
Yeah,
there are so many
and-
things that need restoring. Almost everywhere you turn in this house.
Like, look at this.
So if I turn this around,
We would be able to restore that
you
one
can
day.
see that this is a really
It's
good
terrible. I
example
can't even look at it.
of urgent repair work that is needed at Mapperton. If you'd like to be a patron and help support this important part
This
of
would be
England's
our next
heritage,
project. These chairs.
please go to patreon.com/Mapperton Live. There's a QR code in the corner, and if you're hearing any noise, it's because there's a lawnmower passing the window. Oh my goodness.
Well, there was something in there, but I put it in the monument room. I found like a sketchbook.
A sparkler. That's exciting. Right, in here,
Needs to be
look at
cleaned out
this.
again.
look at this. This is the key for this desk.
Look at.
These are quills that were used for writing. And you can see, if we get this one,
Oh my goodness.
you can actually see that it's still got ink on it at the end. And these have probably been, I mean, this furniture dates from around about 1800.
Gosh.
Right. I can hear that we are about to get in the way of a tour.
Yeah, we are.
So we should probably escape upstairs and see what other drawers there are to explore.
Okay, at Hinchingbrook, I've got my bubble wrap. So you can see all these cars here because it's a school now. But I'm just going to imagine Alberta, the American heiress that once lived here, the last Countess of Sandwich to live here. I'm just going to sort of walk in her footsteps as I package up these paintings and take them back to Mapperton. I always get a bit, I don't know, maybe sad a little bit that this was the Montague family home and now it's not. I'm bringing back to Mapperton, everybody, 7 pictures. I'm really excited actually. And it's, you can see it's like a horrible rainy day. Fingers crossed. Wow. That was put up, by the way, 1832 after the fire, when they restored a lot of the house. They put that up there, marking sort of the reopening of it. All right, let's go inside. All right, these are portraits. We're trying to fit them into the car. Right? Everybody? Oh my goodness. Can we do it? Yes, we can. This is really interesting because this is what the library was sort of during the Victorian era, and I think it's beautiful. It might go in the muniment room. I'm thinking muniment room. We've done it. You can see that my bubble wrap has been used and there's not very much left thanks to Paul and to Tom. And I love that my visitor is Julie Hinchingbrook at Hinchingbrook School. And everybody right behind me is the 3rd Earl of Sandwich, the father of the 4th Earl. We thank him for the snack. Then we have the 4th Earl there. And this must have been right before he died, do we think? Yeah, because he looks quite old. Then we have everybody here. I'm sorry, I'm not bringing that painting back. That's George, as a young boy, Alberta's husband. But we have quite a lot of George at Mapperton, and I just thought he was the last Earl of Sandwich to live at Hinchingbrook, so it'd be good to keep him here. And then over here we have the 5th Earl in his coronation robes as well. And then maybe I should just point this out. And then we have Victor, who ended up selling Hinchingbrook. It's a fantastic school, and because of him, we live in beautiful West Dorset and have wonderful Mapperton. So everybody has stories to tell, and we're all continuing to tell those stories, aren't we? Anyway, off I go. Bye, everybody. This is the exciting moment, is I'm gonna start bringing the pictures in, but yeah, I've done it. And if you're asking how long the drive from Hinchingbrook to Mapperton is, it's about 5 hours. So I've spent about 7.5 hours in a car today, but it was worth it. And I'm now the new president of the Huntingdonshire Local History Society. This is the largest one. We've got 3 large ones. This one is Edward, 8th Earl. Alberta calls him Uncle Hinch, and he's in his coronation robes. I really wanted to get this one back. Now, I've put the other paintings in another room, but I'm bringing this one in here because I'm hoping, this is everything, is what I was so hoping, that this picture of the beautiful, of the Hinchingbrook garden, let me just put it on the floor, would fit up above there. I mean, look at this beautiful painting, everybody. It's gonna be tight if it can fit up there. I think it can, but I'm gonna have to measure it tomorrow. Won't that look great, Beryl? I really think it can. It's gonna take up most of that wall space, but I think that this can work. I really do. Now, if you're watching this video right now, I don't know if I'm shouting because I've come back from Hinchingbrook with a terrible ear infection, and it was probably like all that rain like sideways. Did you see my glasses in the video? It like rain everywhere. There's wind. It's like, and so my ear is quite infected, and it means like I'm shouting. So I'm sorry if I'm shouting, but I wanted to show you the paintings, everybody, because I am still really obviously very excited, even though my enthusiasm might be a little bit curbed now because of an ear infection. So this is the moment, everybody. Well, at least it is for me, opening these up. And I feel a sense of, I don't know, care really, that I brought them back from Hinchingbrook, where they've been, one of them has been there, you know, for about 150 years. So what we have first is Edward, the 8th Earl, and there he is in his coronation robes. He was best friends, and I mean best friends, with King Edward VII. They were like this, and I know this from all of his letters. So I suspect that this was probably made around the coronation of King Edward VII, which would have been in 1902 because Queen Victoria died in 1901 and then the coronation was a year later. You can see the coronet and you can see the coronation robes, and these are the ones that we have actually on display now here at Mapperton. So do you remember I found those robes and the coronet in a black bin liner, and that's what he's wearing there. So how great is that? So this is Edward's stepmother, Blanche. She looks quite stoic there and actually quite serious. You can see some dust there. So that's easy to come off. That just needs a good clean. So that's Blanche. Then what we have next up is Edward again. And this is before he became the Earl of Sandwich, I'm pretty certain. Yeah, it's him sort of before his father died. But there he is, looking quite suave with his cigarette in his hand. Clearly that's what he wanted for his portrait. I was actually looking to see if there was any like ash, if they painted in any ash coming down, but they haven't. Very interesting. Now this is a lovely portrait of the 7th Earl, his father, Edward's father. Look at this. I'm not going to take this out because I'm going to fold this back in because it's got a lovely gilt frame, or maybe I can hold it up quickly. But this is another John Montague, and this is the 7th Earl. And it even says on the back, painted by Sir George Hayter, 1832 in London, and you can see the Right Honourable John William Montague, the 7th Earl of Sandwich. And this is, even though he looks quite young here, he did become the Earl of Sandwich at quite a young age. I liked this one because it's been in the family and nobody knows who he is. If you know who he is, let me know. We don't know who he is. I mean, there were guesses that he's the 2nd Duke of Montague, which is a branch of our family, but nobody really knows because when you look behind here, you can see it's been newly backed. So this has all been done recently. He could potentially be a relative, like a close relative. Okay, this one I love. So this is a watercolor of, it looks like a watercolor here, drawing. I'm not sure it's a watercolor, I think it is, of the library at Hinchingbrook, which is so, so lovely. The library is amazing. And this was done by the 7th Earl, him over there, his first wife, the first of his 2 wives before she died, Mary. So this was done by the 7th Countess of Sandwich, Mary, and I think it's so lovely. So this is definitely one of my favorite ones, and I don't know where this is going to go either, but I don't know. I love it. All right, now we're in the monument room for my show and tell. So again, this monument room was in 2023 completely renovated. It looks, oh, I love being, I'm in here all the time, aren't I, Luke?
This is Julie's room. It's not the monument room anymore.
No, that's not true.
Her room. And it's actually a room that I'm a little bit jealous of because I sit often working in a back sitting room with no view. And look at her view.
I know.
Look at that.
It's quite nice.
And soon you will be seeing the eagles flying again.
Exactly.
From their plinths. Right, what's in the box?
Royal
Discoveries.
Yeah, Royal Discoveries, everybody. And I love these metal tins, and they have, these is what your forebears would take everywhere anytime they traveled. So this one has Earl of Sandwich. This one has Earl of Sandwich. There's one over there that's Viscount Hinchingbrook. But inside, when I was restoring the monument room, I found all these metal cases, and I eventually need to put them properly into archive boxes. But for now, until I have the time, I've just been able to, you open them up and it's just like treasure after treasure. So I was looking for something, like I always am, and I came across this. So this is what I want to show you, everybody. This is the Royal Discovery.
And I am seeing this for the first time.
Yes, you are.
As well, so I'm equally excited.
Okay. So inside here so exciting. Be super careful. I pulled this out, and all of a sudden, I see 2 words.
Before you do anything,
Oh,
we will get some comments of people saying, "Why aren't you wearing gloves?"
yeah, but so we don't really, best practices now are actually not to wear gloves, because gloves you can't feel. And so therefore you have more of a tendency to actually rip the paper wearing gloves. So many times when you go and visit other collections, they won't actually be wearing gloves. You just need to make sure your hands are clean. Mine are clean. So before we did this scene, I made sure that mine were washed.
You are of course wearing your mittens because it's chilly here at Mapperton.
Well, I always
Julie
wear fingerless gloves. I'm never without a pair of fingerless gloves. I mean, I must have at least 20 pairs now, because so many of you sent them to me as well. Some of them have even knitted some, which are amazing. I'm sorry I'm not wearing those right now. Anyway, back to the 2 words. So this is February, well, possibly the 8th, but it's definitely 1806. And it's from the king. That's what made me excited, of course, when I saw this.
That does say the king.
It does say the king.
Gosh, that is a royal discovery.
It is a royal discovery.
No doubt about it.
So it's beautiful. And I open it up, and there you are. Now, it is signed by the king. Now, can you remember who the king was during this period? Think.
George II, George III.
There we go.
Somebody.
George
yeah.
III. So this is, of
The
course,
Mad King.
after what I would say the Revolutionary War, but in Europe or England, you say the War of Independence. And this is signed George R. So because
Wow.
they all signed, can you explain the R? It's the same with like Elizabeth II would always sign Elizabeth R. Charles III signs Charles R.
It's a little bit smudged. R means Rex, so George Rex. It's very well written though, isn't it? Though of course
beautifully written.
He wouldn't have written it himself.
No, he didn't.
But
So
can you read it?
Yeah. So it's basically, it says Queen's Palace, February 8th, 1806. I'm just going to get into the light here. And it says, the king has received Lord Sandwich's letter and has seen an additional proof of his attachment in the recordings with which he has resigned his, looks like, situation when being made aware of the circumstances which could unavoidably despair his majesty of his further, I think, invoices in something smudged. The king, something notice Lord Sandwich, and when this something, without offering, opening, looks like him that at all times sends his good wishes. So anyway, if I had more time to, and I'm sorry I haven't had more time. I didn't know that Luke was going to ask me.
Well,
to read
obviously,
this on
we're all
camera.
going to want to read it.
Because usually I'm very good at transcribing.
You have a team of transcribers who help out on that. You've done a brilliant job of reading that. It sounds like some business correspondence. The question is, which Earl? Would it have been the 6th Earl or the 5th Earl?
So this would have been the 6th Earl. So
6th Earl.
Yeah, I know, because
yeah.
I know my Earls so well now. So this would have been the 6th Earl, George. So this would have been the
George,
6th Earl.
from George to George.
Yeah, from George to George.
He doesn't sound altogether happy about whatever it is. Maybe he has displeased the king in some way. Well, we shall have to investigate further.
I am going to have to,
find out
but
more.
how lovely to have. I mean, I know it's been smudged, and of course I'm going to look at ways of making sure that these are, I think, archived. What Luke doesn't know, and you're all hearing this first on camera along with him, is that I have recently, because of the Buy Me coffees that we had here, I've recently purchased just a little bit more archiving material which the restoration of the monument room also funded as well, and I needed a little bit more. And so there's things like being able to put these in proper archive boxes in acid-free paper. I've got some acid-free folders, acid-free envelopes. I have the ability to repair. Can I show you one more thing? Just everybody, one more thing. Sorry, I get super excited when I'm in here. So if I, so also, I've just found this. February 9th, everybody. This is happening right on camera. Lord Sandwich's answer to the King's letter.
Well,
So this is the next day. We've got to read
that one out.
Holy cow. Oh my goodness, February 9th. Sir, I had the honor of receiving a letter from Your Majesty yesterday evening, forwarded to me by the Lieutenant Colonel Taylor, which I can something, Your Majesty's given me the greatest comfort, as I now know Your Majesty that my conduct something, but deemed Your Majesty something. So something about your conduct upon something deemed Your Majesty.
Okay.
Anyway, but something about his conduct.
Well,
Something.
hopefully that was a positive response. It sounded as though it was. So, of course, with the formality of language in those times, it can be quite hard to decipher.
What I'm going to do for everybody is I'm going to follow up with these letters, because then there's a letter the next day from, it looks like, the King's brother, the Duke of York. Anyway, we won't read into that now, but that is, it looks like he's resigning, and that's what it is. So he's resigning from something. And I don't know if it was bad conduct or whatever it was, but I will get to the bottom of this, everybody, and find out.
Now that
is for sure.
is an extraordinary royal discovery.
It is. To have George III's signature is quite exciting. So I will be preserving this a little bit better, everybody. But right now, it's going to go back into the envelope. It has survived 250 years.
That was an incredible royal discovery, but I remember you saying that it was royal discoveries.
Yep, there's
plural.
more.
There's more.
There's more.
Oh my goodness.
There's more. So in this book here, when I'm archiving, I just write down, not on a computer, but actually write down sort of areas of interest and the date. So I have found, you can see here, Earl of Sandwich, large metal case, signed letter from George III. But if I go back to the 30th of December, in box file number 83, I found something. So let's go to box file number 83, which is right here.
Look at these lovely new box files.
Okay, so I opened this up, you can probably see right away. And there were photos in here, and one of the photos that I found was the signature of Queen Victoria. This would have definitely been sent to, so that looks like 1897, and that would have been sent to the 8th Earl of Sandwich, Edward. And he was friends with Queen Victoria. And in fact, he was very good friends with her son at the time, the Prince of Wales, who eventually became King Edward VII. They were very, very close. They spent a lot of time together. So this makes sense that this was...
It's a famous picture of Queen Victoria. It's quite well known, but this is one of the ones that she would have sent out and signed herself. You can see again, Victoria R at the top, and Regina, which is Queen.
Yep. So everybody, this is 16th century founding father of the family, Lord Montague of Boughton. And he needs to be restored, as you can see. Whoa. All right, here goes Peter. Peter, the savior of our pictures here. Look at this. This is fascinating.
So you can see how in between the warp and the weft of the canvas, you've got these little areas which have gathered moisture, and then they begin to lift off the varnish from the front.
Yes. I mean, but this is the little bit that Peter did, and it, oh, I get to put goggles on. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. So, is that right? Wait, where are they? They're there. Whoa! Okay, everybody, I'm just gonna, so what am I looking for, Peter?
Just going close, that's in front of you.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
See?
This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. You have to go in close. That is sensational to see this. So will you work like this?
Yeah.
No.
No, you have to.
You're going to work like this for an hour.
Yeah.
So can you just explain again what you explained to me? What was this from?
Well, what we're trying to reach is get away of any surface stuff which is loose,
Right.
because you're battering against that all the time, and then regenerate the varnish, but without affecting the painting underneath.
Right.
Because it's already been restored. You've got an addition here already where you can see where they join the canvas.
Yeah.
Okay, it's already been lined. How stiff it is. It'd be unusual for it not to have been lined at this age.
Yeah, it's been lined. Yeah, it's stiff. Okay.
Probably with glue, which is one of the adhesives you could use to line the painting, but they don't respond very well to moisture.
Right. Okay, so this is a big job, everybody. Look at this, everybody. Look at this. This is, it's like all of a sudden I can see, I didn't even know he was sitting in a chair beforehand. I mean, I did. That is a work of art. He has been beautifully restored and looks, I think he looks happier. Fantastic.
Mum and I haven't been on camera together for
Forever. At least a month.
no, at least a year.
Is it as much as that? No, it's nonsense.
Oh,
Well, maybe we haven't actually. I've been on camera with your wife.
with Julie.
With Julie
You've done
lots
things
of
with
times,
Julie,
yeah.
but not me.
No.
Anyway,
Very nice, Lucas.
Very nice, exactly.
To be on camera with you.
Thank
Well, let's
you.
actually talk now just about ourselves, and we won't do any of the sort of stuff
Oh,
we have
right,
got
yes,
to do.
yes.
You know, you're
What are we
looking
having for
very
lunch?
well. We're having bits of salmon actually and mashed potato.
Am I invited?
Yes, of course you are.
Oh, right.
In this miserable old shed, which is not waterproof, there's a lot of furniture, most of which belong to my aunt, half aunt actually, called Damaris. And Damaris was actually an actress, and she was a good actress.
And for those of you who watch Doctor Who,
She was only on one, yes,
yes,
quite.
but she's a bit of a Doctor Who celebrity.
She
has
is a
whole-
Doctor. Yes, she is a Doctor Who celebrity. Damaris Heyman.
And she's left you some furniture. And of course, we've now taken back Coltley Farmhouse, which we're renovating and looking at turning into a holiday let. And so the question is any of the furniture here suitable for Coltley? Is there any more restoration that we want to do? Is it worth it?
Well, quite. That's the problem.
That's the
That is the
question,
problem.
because otherwise this is all being picked up. Is that right?
Otherwise, it's being picked up tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning. So this
So
is
we've
the
got
last
one,
day.
this is the last chance.
And now it's all labelled with horrible little stickers. So anything we want, we take the sticker off, and then it stays.
Oh, I see. So no sticker.
No sticker, stay.
It stays. All right, well, let's go have a look inside. Right, there you go, Mum. Gosh.
There we go. Gosh, golly gosh. Every time I come in here, I forget how much there is.
Well, there's quite a lot of bird droppings and
Yeah.
bat droppings and all sorts
Oh, we
of
know
other
about all
droppings.
that, yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
but as far as furniture for, I must say, one of the furniture for Coatley. I mean, if we can,
that should
well,
be
exactly.
saved, shouldn't it? So well, that I think absolutely we should save. I mean, if it oh dear.
Go on, Paul.
No, but I can't pull because it's come off.
Well, that hasn't. I mean, it's that's a fine piece of furniture. That is another fine piece of furniture.
Right.
And that is easier to mend than anything else because it's later.
Oh yes.
No, you see,
It's a proper-
you can have them in the. Oh, I think I've kept that. It's not. There's no pink label on that one.
Well, what's that?
No, that's different. That's
What does an orange dot mean then?
Oh, I don't know.
Gosh, there's actually quite a lot. I thought that.
Yeah, but you haven't. You see, that's a card table. Lovely.
Yeah.
This is, well, I rather like it, but you see, whoops, look out.
Yeah.
I think, you see, I think if you've got, well, no, it's all right, really. Well, I don't know. If you think that you've got 4 or 5 rooms to furnish,
We have. We
you
have.
need to have quite a lot of this.
Yes, and they need chests of drawers
And they
for
need to-
clothes, and they need
And then
side tables.
what we need to
and-
do, I'm afraid, is mend. And you need, how many
the-
bedrooms? There are 4 bedrooms in Kirtley.
5, because we're going to use the downstairs annex
Well, then
at
you
the
need
back.
5 chests of drawers.
5 chests. Actually, the downstairs one will probably be sort of modern furniture
Yep.
for kids and a bunk bed. So I would take that one out. Definitely take that one out.
No, that one we may be keeping. I mean, that hasn't got a thing on it anyway, that one.
Right.
I would have this.
No, I'm not. I don't
Okay.
think that one. I think
Okay.
that one can go.
This,
I think we should keep this.
yes, but it hasn't got a label on it
and
anyway.
it says Julie.
Yes,
It
she
says
wants
Julie on it already, so she's already pinched
Can
it.
you get, those are such pretty little chairs.
And what's this little table over here?
That's fine. Again, it's a perfectly good Pembroke table.
What do you want? You want me to bring you this?
No, you can have it. You have that.
What are those pictures?
Put this on here. This, Luke, you must look at. Look at this. This was given to my grandfather, PMCH,
Yes.
and his wife, Susan Moon Hartley, on their wedding day from the estate staff.
So this is a coat,
It really
coat
is.
hanger.
Yes, it
Yeah.
really is the most
Well, we're keeping that, aren't
wonderful
we?
thing. Yes, of course.
Yeah. Is that going to the old rectory, or can that come to?
No,
to
everything
Copley?
says oh, does it say rectory?
It says
No,
OR
I
on
think
it.
it ought to go to the rectory.
Good to. This we should keep as well.
Oh, yes, we are.
Yeah, that's a bedpan. So Mum, that would have had charcoal.
No,
in
it's
it.
no, it wouldn't have had hot water. It's
Hot
a warming
water.
pan.
So how was this used
It
then?
would have been filled with
Hot water.
hot water and put into your bed to warm it in the winter.
So it's a proto water bottle.
Yes, it's
before,
proto.
before you could make,
Yeah.
before there was the rubber
Rubber,
to make a water bottle.
No.
Because that's interesting, people. I always thought it had hot coals.
No.
And that's why houses were burning down.
I don't think so. Now, that's okay. That one you're probably going to have, are you?
Yes.
Let's go around the corner. That, I suggest you please take to the big house and get it painted. And then I can give you some books. Ha!
Right.
Those are so pretty, those little chairs. Would you like those for bedroom chairs in
Yes.
Kirtley?
Those absolutely. Please. Both of these desks seems, well,
Yeah,
this one in
but
particular.
how much you are going to have to work out, we are going to have to work out a sum that we can afford to clean them up a bit. Yes, there is the grandfather clock. Would you like to have that in Kirtley?
Well, I think that's going to be too much of a restoration project
No, but
for
there's
Copley.
It's
But
not
is
got
this,
mu-
this
no.
bookcase
Yep, bookcase for the big house.
we can certainly have,
Yep.
keep. Okay, we're doing very well, Mum. We probably found about 5 or 6 pieces so far. Right.
I'm going to keep
a
that.
chest.
No, this is lovely. This is North Country. This comes from my family in Fence and Pendle. It all works, this clock. by the
Does
way.
it?
Yeah. It doesn't
Yeah.
need a lot of restoration.
So I think
This is a really good piece of
I think
furniture. Take it.
this needs to go to Marsh Farm as well.
You don't
yeah.
mean Marsh Farm,
I
actually.
mean,
in
no, I
Copley.
don't. I mean
Copley.
Copley Farm. I'm afraid we're not leaving very much.
No, I know,
for,
and I'll have to ring Izzy, actually.
Which
and
is a
say-
good thing, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that a good thing?
You see, that's a silly little thing, but it would look
no, that would be
perfectly all right
once
in a bedroom.
polished. Yeah. So that one needs to stay too.
That you're going to take, because
That's
no, it's pretty hideous. Look, I wouldn't touch it.
no, I know. Is that going? Yes. Yeah. Okay.
You see a nice little chair like that, kitchen chair,
Yeah, that can be in a.
bathroom chair. Take the pink thing off, it'll go.
Okay. Right. What about this little?
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh, that's sweet.
It is sweet.
It
That
is,
sort of
it's
hangs
cute.
in a bathroom.
Yeah.
Put your medicines in it,
Yeah.
and it's got
Sweet.
its own dragon. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm glad we've come, Mum, because there's lots of. And underneath here, we're keeping all the pictures. Yes. all the little pictures that are here? Because those are things that can go in.
Well, let's
Loos
look
and
at
bathrooms.
but pictures weren't going to go tomorrow morning, were they? So,
No, right.
and you
Right.
want one of those? No, let's
Fire. Oh, I nearly put my foot in it.
just do be careful.
Now,
You see that?
this is a sort of kitchen
Well, yes.
cupboard, isn't it? Which would have.
Yeah, no, not necessarily. It could be perfectly well a bedroom cupboard for a let.
Yes, but it's not. I don't think it's really big enough.
Oh, it's got shelves.
And it's been
Kitchen.
painted. I don't know whether we want to keep that. What do you think, Mum?
Well, I'd keep it because it's free.
Keep it because it's free. That is always a good reason to. But things that are free sometimes aren't as free as they look once you've covered the costs of restoring them.
Look, what about that as a kitchen table?
Well, that's ours already.
That's yours,
That's
is
mine,
it?
yes.
Do
So
you
good
want
try.
Oh, right. It is about to go.
Is it about to go?
I didn't know that. Okay.
That came from our house in London, so I'm very glad that hasn't gone.
Well, it was just about to.
And actually, there's quite a lot. Oh, look! All the knives and forks
That you've been looking
you
for.
could ever
on a-
need. Look at
On a
that.
daily basis. Are these
What do you think
mine
that
or
is?
yours?
These are yours.
Oh no, that's a carving knife. Lovely.
Yes, but it's actually a ceremonial knife
No, is it?
made by a genuine. Oh no, well,
No, it's
made by a.
not. No, it's not.
It says by genuine ex-servicemen. This is a fish knife,
No, these are fish knives.
and with rather elegant.
Yeah, you know the poem. Phone for the fish knives.
Norman.
As cook is a little unnerved.
Yes.
You kiddies have crumpled the serviettes, and I must have things daintily
To be served. Exactly. Well, that was Betchman, isn't it?
Yep.
So,
No, I'll
I
keep
don't know.
those.
You're going to keep those. Look at that. Rather
Unless-
fine
Well,
engraving on it. Well, it's fun, isn't it?
it's fun.
It's fun. Yeah. But fish knives,
Stick 'em back.
as that poem suggests, were a little frowned upon as being rather twee and not the sort of thing that you wanted to find in a grand
But
house.
this is lovely. This is,
These are scales.
scales with their weights. You've got
Goodness.
actually one of my scales in the big house, the big one.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh,
But I
sorry
wonder
about
where
that.
the... No, I left it.
There we go, look. Oh. And these are scales from Thornton of London and Birmingham.
And lots of... are you going to have an open... You're not going to have an open...
That is £1.
Are you going to have an open fire in...
Well, no, we won't have an open fire, but it's still always nice to have some fire.
I mean, this is
pokers
all...
and things.
This is all stuff I have not gone through.
No, and in these
Oh,
boxes...
look! I mean, the thing is, just if you possibly could come here, I mean, there is china in here that you could use, ornamental china.
Oh gosh.
Well, that's that big thing that Damaris had in her drawing room. No, that's only a bit of it. That's the rest of it.
Sort of Victorian,
Oh, yeah.
lots of sort of flourishes. And,
Well, it's well painted. That's well painted.
yeah.
You see, the whole of this room is full of stuff that I
Yeah.
haven't gone through yet.
Yeah. It's a bit like pass the parcel.
Well, it's worth.
We don't know what's in it.
It may be
Could be
nothing.
absolutely anything.
Yeah, we can do it just like that, I think.
There you go.
Oh, goodness
Oh, look,
me.
jelly molds.
Oh, lovely. Really good. Oh, look, a tortoise, and that's for
Tortoise
hair.
and a hare.
Well,
jugged hair.
Yes, which wins the race?
Yes, the tortoise and there. And there you go. Oh, look at these. They're
Do you want
copper.
them? Take them.
Well, I know, but not now. But then in here, we've actually got
Who knows what we've got?
some mugs.
You sure?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my, that's for
that will
Julie.
go to Julie straight away.
No, absolutely.
Princess Di on the front.
Oh, there we are. She can have that too.
Oh, well, I remember having this one.
Yep.
This is the Jubilee. Remember having that in London?
Yep,
Right, there we go. Well,
that's enough.
we've
That's
found some
enough.
treasure for Julie.
That's
She'll
enough.
be very pleased.
Oh, look, here's my grandfather. In the First World War, sitting in headquarters somewhere, something district, number 50, heaven knows.
Headquarters, number 50, district,
Number
1913 to 1919.
Yeah,
So
he
First World War with his cane.
Yes, he was wounded and had to come home, so he didn't die, unlike my other great uncles, both of whom were killed. and then his and my great aunt who died of Spanish flu, and then my grandmother who died aged 30.
So that's my great
Grandfather.
Great grandfather.
No, great.
No.
Yes,
Yes. Okay.
he's my grandfather,
Right. So that's who?
Percival Hayman, old
Old
Percival.
Percival.
Yeah.
Old Percival.
And there's a
right.
picture of you and old Percival
With him.
together.
Oh, okay. So it is
Yeah.
him. Right. Right. How extraordinary. And he's got a quite fine little moustache,
Oh, yep.
isn't he?
Yep.
Rather elegant in his
Oh, look, and
boots.
here are all the people.
There we go.
I don't
And
think-
there it says, yes.
Captain
Captain
P.M.C.
Hayman.
Mr.
Percival, what were his middle names? Can you remember?
Percival Moon Cobham,
Moon Cobham Hayman.
I think.
Yeah.
Not absolutely 100% sure, but
Gosh.
I can check it.
Before we go, I found another photo which looks like an awful lot of men with a couple of women in the middle, one of whom looks like Damaris.
It is Damaris. So this is my grandfather, your great-grandfather, my step-grandmother, because my grandmother had already died, and their only daughter, Damaris, from whom a lot of this furniture comes.
And he's holding a rather
Oh, he's obviously just
He's
been
just
given something.
given some
Yeah,
a silver
so
tray.
which I probably have somewhere. Well, maybe I don't.
And you think this is a Masonic group?
No, I don't think it's Masonic actually, because they'd all be wearing aprons and things.
Well, they look very worthy.
I wonder what it is on the back. Nothing. Don't know.
Nothing.
No
Don't know.
idea.
Mystery.
Mystery. Another one.
Right. Right.
Right.
Let's go and see what's next door.
I'd like at some point to talk much more about my family from the north, because as you know, I'm a Lancastrian. I mean, I'm half Lancashire, half Yorkshire. And as you know, when you had your DNA done, you discovered that you were mainly North Country too. And my one family came from near Haworth and knew the Brontes, and another family came from Pendle Hill, just under Pendle, Fencegate, where he had an estate, of which 2 farms, believe it or not, were called Upper Buttocks and Lower Buttocks.
Upper buttocks and lower buttocks.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Can you imagine it?
that's quite a...
And my forebears, of course, knew I'm supposed to have the 4-poster bed of Alison Nutter, the most famous of the Lancashire witches,
Which is still in the old rectory.
which everybody
isn't it?
sleeps in all the time, yeah. Yeah,
Right.
Oh,
What
God.
have we got in here?
that's the sort of little table you need.
Well, I know that again was ours.
Oh, was it yours?
Yeah.
Well, it's got a pink label on it. So you I can't help that, Luke.
That's
I don't
all right.
know where they came from. This is a piano. Whose
Right.
piano? Whose piano is that?
This, yes, this needs to go somewhere,
Yeah.
somewhere
And
dry.
these-
We got nice
3
kitchen
Yep.
table would be.
Well, there's 3
Would
lovely. There's
work.
a very nice oak table there.
Yeah.
There's what looks to me like
Pine
a
table.
really awful pine table, and a good side table. That I think came from Hinchingbrooke, actually.
Mum, there's an awful lot of dust and guano on all of the furniture here. People might be thinking, gosh, those Montagues
Don't
don't
look
look
after.
after things.
Well,
but it's
actually,
not true, is it, really?
Well, they have for the last few years because I haven't had the energy to start waterproofing these 2 stores, and they're not waterproof.
Well, it's not the water, is it, actually? It's the
birds.
It's the birds getting
But actually,
in.
I mean, I'm afraid I rather like the birds. I
I
mean,
know.
they shouldn't be in here, and of course it's wrong.
But they are.
But they are.
They are. Let's go and have a look, because this looks like a sofa that should be
This
brought
is
back to
this
life.
is it William the Fourth? Yeah, it's about 1830s. It was my grandparents' drawing room sofa, and it was in pink silk. It was absolutely beautiful, but the silk had rotted. And at that point I absolutely hadn't got my eye in, so I had it done in this really dreary material. On the other hand, it's neutral, and if you put lovely cushions on it, it's pretty nice.
Yeah. And what about this one above?
This one, it comes from Mapperton House,
Yes. I think this
and
one.
that's a full bed
Is it?
Yeah.
Where was this in the house then?
in the servants' hall.
Right in the back,
Yep,
where we live.
yep.
We're
We're all servants.
all
to Mapperton.
servants to Mapperton
to
these
Mapperton.
days. Right. But do we think this is?
Worth
So,
having.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is. isn't
I've
it?
got it.
And it's got its.
got
I can
its
feel some
mattress.
horsehair cushions
Yeah. No, it's not a cushion. It's a mattress.
or mattress.
Yep.
Yeah. On the top.
Yep.
So we bring that back. What else have we got? A towel rack.
No, hang on, Luke, just come round. Hang on. There's a North Country chest of drawers here. North Country ones quite often have this down the side.
What the sort of...
Yeah, I mean, well, we're really using this furniture, and then if grandchildren need it for whatever, then we take it back.
And we've got, what, an armoire
Yes, yes.
at the back?
Yep.
That's quite a large
This
one,
is
isn't it?
huge. I wouldn't touch it. Too big.
No, but it might work in Coltley Farmhouse, I think.
Doubt it even.
Quite high ceilings.
It's the one that was in our bedroom in Bembridge.
The one from the Bembridge bedroom.
It comes from Argyle Road and was your grandmother's.
And this is a little round table, is it?
Is it? I don't know what it is.
But here's... Yes, gosh.
No, that's the top of this armoire.
Right, well, I think, Mum, that's...
And then I think you should take this for polishing all the furniture at Coatley.
This
That.
is actually designed for gutters. You lay it in the gutter, the water gets through and it stops them from blocking.
Didn't I buy that?
I think you did.
Yeah, I did.
We just
And
never
you've never
installed
used it.
Sorry.
And this you need, Luke, towel rail. It's a sort of wobbly towel
That
rail.
looks like a sort of...
No, it's got needs 4 pins
That
in it.
looks like not a very ancient towel rail.
No, it isn't.
Not much importance.
But useful.
Useful, always useful.
Oh, no, this is really important, this chair, and I've got to do something about it, because this was Cobham Brewer's library chair.
And who was Cobham Brewer?
Cobham Brewer was the guy who wrote Brewer's Dictionary of Phrase and Fable, which many, many people brought up on.
And he's an ancestor.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. He's
Your
my great-great-great-grandfather. And he also wrote he was the most famous science popularizer of the 19th century. Sold more than any other science writer.
Yeah.
And he wrote about 10 books. Yeah. And I've got his originals.
Yeah.
With annotated.
And this is the chair that he would have sat in.
Yeah.
Until one of our cats decided that it was the best place to sit and sharpen its claws.
Well, but we haven't. Well, it can
we
still.
haven't got to that yet.
No, we can still use it. Even
Not the most attractive chair, but
it's rather nice because you can actually do that.
You can lean back and put your head against the side and have a good snooze.
Yeah, and be scratched by cats.
Scratched by cats. Right, I'm going to just pull this out so I can look at what... I mean, it obviously...
Yes, I do see the one below does need a bit of mending.
But this one is...
Okay, look.
This is more interesting.
Yes, okay.
What do you think?
Yep.
I think this could be restored with...
Well, anything can be restored at a price.
Yeah.
And that's what we've got to watch.
That's what we've got to watch. Right, I think we've seen just about everything.
Yep.
I've got these 2 cups for Julie, which she'll be very pleased with. And Mum has offloaded a lot of furniture, which you must be pleased about.
I'm very pleased. I'm extremely pleased that the furniture isn't all being sold, which is what was going to happen because nobody seemed to want it. And it's good furniture. And so long as we can find somebody who sensibly just cleans it.
We just need a restorer now.
Cleaner, rather than
Cleaner restorer. Okay.
And then we've got masses of furniture, and that is simply charming.
That can be saved as well.
Yep.
I'm on the hunt, everybody, for lace. Now, I think I know where it is, but I need to just make sure, oh gosh, I'm looking in the right place. So, we have several trunks around the house, and you might think, well, why are all of these textiles in these trunks? Because it's, do we not have another room for storage? The answer is no, because as we open up the house to the public, we can't keep, we're limited to the amount of storage rooms that we have. There are so many textiles in these trunks, and many of these textiles actually come from, look at this, from Hinchingbrook. So the family ancestral seat, that was sold in left in 1955. And with that, a lot of the textiles came. Now, I'm not sure if these are from Hinchingbrook, but look at it's fantastic, right? So, I want to be able to reuse some of these some of the sort of braiding and the cords here. This is a whole bag filled with different cords and braiding. Anyway, I digress. But I'm looking for lace in particular. I thought it'd be fun for you guys to go on this journey with me, because as I go through these trunks, I'm also looking to see what I can repurpose and salvage. So they're not in there for future projects. Let's head in here. Now, this is quite interesting here, actually. Oh yeah, so I recently came across this in one of the rooms, and as I'm studying Alberta, this is Alberta's sister-in-law, Olga. This is George's sister, and it's a peg box, and it's got beautiful, it says this particular marquetry was never done after the 16th century as the Dutch inlaid marquetry came in, okay? There is one example at Windsor, very like yours, proved to be Henry VIII. Louis, the Reverend, knows another, which has the date on it during Elizabeth's reign, Queen Elizabeth I's reign, but the character of the Tudor rose has changed a bit, so experts have agreed with him that yours is Henry VIII. So this was a letter from, looks like the Reverend Gilbertson to Olga Montague in 1928. It's a lovely piece. I'm probably going to do some cleaning around it later. And this needs to be repaired, needs to be put back. And I'll do some paper restoration on that as well, just to make sure. But look at the marquetry here. I mean, it's a fantastic, probably needs just a little bit of cleaning, but I brought this out recently because I thought it was a good piece. This is one of the rooms that the public come in. So let's have a look in here. It's my phone, great. Okay, now, it smells like the mothbally thing. Again, some great cording there. That is great. No, I'd like to actually eventually probably empty this out and see what can be salvaged and then what can't be. Now that's a nice table. I'm taking that out right now. Actually, this is a great block print tablecloth. Looks like a table. Oh my gosh. This can be used in the kitchen. All right. If you've seen our video on the coronation robes, this is where we found them in black bin liners. Let me just take out some cushions that were once there. Yep. I think I've got it. I've got it. Black bin liner. Sorry. We're gonna set these here. Now, I'm actually gonna keep this out and, oh my gosh, look at that. I wonder if that was Alberta's. I do wonder. Look at that, look at that. Amazing. Beautiful. So that needs some repair to it, which I'll look at doing eventually. Oh, there's so much in here, I can't go through it all, but I did. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. All right. So everybody be prepared to get as excited as I am. What I want to do is I had seen this lace before, and I thought maybe, and I'm not sure, that this was a part of Alberta's veil, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't think it is. I think I looked at the picture properly. But again, putting this in a textile box, because it definitely looks like a veil to me. But maybe I'm wrong. Let's just check that out. I mean, yeah, definitely. You can see at the bottom here. some type of, maybe, yeah. There we go. So I think it's that. Okay, what do you think? What do you think? It's definitely a veil, don't you think? I think it's really pretty. I would like to find sort of the provenance of this, but that might be quite difficult. I'll fold that up properly in a second. Now, this is the stuff I need to sort out. I think Luke and I found these beforehand, didn't we? We did. So these are, I want to put these in textile boxes. There's a couple of these. Definitely gonna put these in textile boxes. That's the whole point. We have here, oh my goodness, okay. So that would be a baby's cap. Isn't it beautiful? Like, look at that. It's just so beautiful. Textile box. We then have some type of lace, something or another. Oh, here we go. You can see it's gathered at the top. If you have any idea what this is, can you guys comment down below? It's gathered at the top here. And I'd like to know what that is, but look at lovely, lovely lace embroidery down there. And again, not sure. Again, if you can comment down below what you think, because you guys are great at solving some of these mysteries that I have no idea what these are. Lovely. We have, go. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. It's like basically your undergarments. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What's this? Pajamas, undergarments. Oh my gosh, what is this? Oh, it's like bloomers. Do you see everybody? It's got some stains on it. Down at the bottom of the legs. But again, I am gonna get these in textile boxes. I know I keep saying that like over and over again, but I've ordered them. So again, I am not an expert on fashion, and I suspect this is Victorian. So if you do, and even early Victorian, I could even be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it's not Georgian. Pretty sure it's Victorian. Could you comment down below what these are? I'd really appreciate anybody's help, because it helps me when I label up the textile boxes. Okay, what is this? Okay, again, I need your help, everybody. So this, look at how little they were. What is this? Looks like like lingerie type thing. And look at it on the back. Comment down below. Again, going to be properly put in a textile box. I take one off and then one appears, which means that they just want me to keep it on, obviously. Okay, so while hopefully you guys are commenting away, look at this. It's heaven. I mean, isn't this just beautiful? So we've got lots of sort of lace ribbons. Oh, it's so pretty. So I'll probably have to divide these all. Look at this. Look at this. It needs to be a little bit cleaned there, but it's rather beautiful. What's this? What? Here we go. That would be a collar. Yep. So I've got the collar on. And we have, what is this one? Again, if anybody knows what this is, please comment down below. It's like 4 sides here. Be like that. Really beautiful. Looks like we have sort of like table runners here. I'm pretty sure these are probably table runners. But what is this? Oh, again, undergarments. Very pretty. And they really knew how to make them back then. And I think they're in quite good condition. Textile boxes. Look at this, look at this. What is this? What are these? Okay, comment down. They're not like coasters, are they? No, because some of them are together. Maybe they're just old patching from something. They're really dainty. What are these? Comment down below, those of you experts in Victorian. Okay, lots of really pretty ribbon. And again, those of you who are watching this thinking, what is she going to do with all this and what about all this ribbon? Give me some ideas, like crafting ideas. I can't take it on right now. I have a dissertation to write. but, you know, something, how could this be repurposed? Look at how pretty this ribbon is. What I'm going to do is put the ribbon into a box on its own. I think that's probably the most important thing to do, is put that on its own, because it's just unbelievable. Now, hold on, we're not done yet, everybody. Bear with, whoa. What is this? What is this? Oh, it just looks like a muslin, okay. Some type of netting. Okay, I thought it was, anyway, any idea? It just looks like a big piece of sort of muslin. That's what I think, okay? Look at. There's more. There is what? Hold on, everybody. This has like a wire going through it. So then the question is, it almost looks like a, would it be like this? Maybe? I think it must go on the head. I've got more of these, everybody. So somebody out there must know what these are. They're like headbands. They look like headbands. So I think it's a this, but then you'd have to pin it. Maybe. Got a couple of those. Again, sort of a side table runner or some type of chest. You know, this would run across the chest, top of the chest. We have more. This is what I really do want to repurpose. Look at this. It's beautiful. All of this lace here. It's so pretty. Okay, here's a little bit of silk. Oh my gosh. More. Right, I hope you guys aren't getting bored. But I wanted to show you this because I needed to find it. And more lace. Everything's lace. So, plan is, and then there's lots of really nice napkins in here. Might take these out and use those eventually. I know you're thinking, when this is a never-ending treasure trove, and it pretty much is. So one more little, okay, lots of, oh my gosh, these are great napkins. I'm going to use these. What? I didn't even know these existed. I mean, some of them have stains. These are fantastic. Okay, these are heading out with me. We're always looking for napkins. I'll get them washed up. In here, there's another box I'm very interested in, and I think this is gonna be my last one. And then I'm just gonna sit here and sort this all out while you guys comment down below. What are these for? Comment down below. What were these used for? Don't know. People will know. I know you'll all know. And then there's this. This is a tea cozy. I love it. Just just needs to be washed up. Then we've got a lovely doily there. Lovely embroidered napkins. Another tea cozy. My gosh, this is so pretty. Okay, these are beautiful. Oh yes, look at that. Quite nice. Could we use that for something? Very pretty. I'm going to start to just organize this, everybody, so that we can package it up, and I'll have a part 2 on this once I hear from your comments down below. And by the way, I do read all of the comments. So let me know what you think I should do, give me some ideas, and yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here because I gotta wrap this stuff up.